All right, quick video before I go to work and go downstairs and have breakfast. But got a little bit of Davante Adams stuff, got a little bit of Allen Lazard stuff. Want to give you my thoughts real fast. Albert Breer says teams involved in the Davante Adams market have become convinced that the Raiders star is focused on engineering a trade to the Jets. The Bills and the Steelers are among those who have inquired with Vegas on Adams per sources. So that makes me feel good because it kind of feels like other teams might feel like they may have to overpay, or in the event of a tighter salary cap space, like I think the Ravens and the Bills, they would need him to kind of either they would have to restructure a bunch of their contracts, which puts them in like a little bit of a detrimental state in future years potentially, or Davante Adams would have to restructure his deal into a multi-year extension. With the Jets, I mean, really, they don't have to actually work out a deal. They could just take the contract as it stands right now. So Davante kind of has a little bit of leverage with his contract. His cap hits next year are like $36 million on his new team. So the leverage starts to dissipate when teams have enough cap space to at least hold him for this year. We talked about it before. If he's traded at the deadline, it's about $9 million. If he's traded like today, it would be like $14 million is what his contract currently sits at. And I've heard before, are the Jets able to actually take on Davante's contract? What happens if Haason Reddick just shows up for camp or shows up for practice now? Because right now, Haason Reddick's salary is not actually hitting the Jets' salary cap. Jets have about $20 million salary cap space. So if Reddick were to show up right now and we trade for Davante, it would be a fantastic problem to have, and I would imagine the Jets would just restructure some contracts. I still think that it's more likely that Reddick winds up getting traded probably to the Raiders in this type of deal, or another team that could sign him to a multi-year extension. I don't know if the Jets are necessarily going to do that. We see from Ian Rappaport also says the same things. Raiders wide receiver Davante Adams wants to play for the Jets, sources say, but the All-Pro is open to landing with other teams, and he hasn't demanded to be traded anywhere specific. Las Vegas will take the best deal. Like I was saying before, the contract, if he doesn't have to renegotiate his contract, then teams can trade for him and just provide the Raiders with the best possible trade compensation. Like if, I know it's division rival, but let's say the Chiefs were like, hey, we'll give you a first-round pick, and they're able to fit Davante Adams under their salary cap, which I think they're actually pretty tight to the cap, so I don't know if that's actually possible. But they could, in theory, take the best offer because Davante doesn't have to renegotiate his contract. With Adams, he doesn't have a no-trade clause, so it's not like he can force his way to a particular team. He doesn't have that massive $50 million bonus like Aaron Rodgers had that sort of dictated where he could be traded. There's none of those kind of levers of power there for the wide receiver. I just want this to happen. We're talking about it like every day for the last 2 years. I just want it to happen. I'm very, very, I don't want to be at work when it happens, but if I'm at work, I'm going to lose my damn mind. It's going to be very exciting. All right. Other little bit of news, I guess news or maybe stuff going on with Allen Lazard says Allen Lazard on his unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, firing his hands after the first down. He says, I've gotten zero clarification from the NFL. Now my coaches have come up and talked to me individually. It's very unfortunate that I'm the victim of the situation, but it is what it is. It's part of the NFL and part of the entertainment factor. If he's fined, they are definitely going to exempt it. It wouldn't make sense to fine someone for something you've never warned them about. It's like implementing a new driving rule. If you're driving down the street with only one hand, you never told me to drive with two hands. That's unfair. That's not lawful democracy in that sense. So I'm sorry, Lazard. I mean, I don't think he should have gotten a penalty for the finger guns. I don't think it was, overly bad or anything like that. But this isn't a new rule. This has been a thing for a very, very long time. So it's also like when you get pulled over and you're like, oh, I didn't know that was a law. Negligence is not like a pass, unfortunately. You have to know the laws, even if you're getting screwed by like a new law that's like coming into play. And this isn't a new law anyway. It's always been you can't have any kind of violence with your celebrations. I remember back in, 98 or 99 when Keyshawn Johnson did the throat slit. Went like that, like, oh, we finished you. I don't know if it was that against the Cowboys, the Colts, or something like that. Those teams are ringing a bell. But he caught a pass. It was on national TV, and he did the throat slashes like, oh, you're done. You're over. But because it was a beheading gesture, he got a flag for it. And the finger pistols, kind of the same. No, I shouldn't say the same thing. Because this definitely feels a little more playful. I mean, how many times are you... I shouldn't ask other people how many times they do this, but I'm a big fan of the snap, snap, boom, boom finger pistols. They're water guns, right? That's how it works. I don't know. Look, I don't think it should be a penalty. I think it was ridiculous. I don't think there was any venom in it. It wasn't like he was trying to like. I feel like it'd be much more aggressive if he went like and like took aim at someone. Like it wasn't. I don't know. This is stupid. It's the NFL. No fun league. It's just what we've come to learn and know and everything. So I don't want to see Lazard get penalized further. I wish they would be a little bit more lenient on some of this stuff. I don't like Lazard's response just because I don't think he's I just don't think he understands the rule. And then Davante Adams, hopefully he comes to the Jets. So I don't know. There's that. I'll talk to you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good day.